Throughout my life, I've wasted a lot of time and I've made a lot of mistakes. So here's a list of things that I wish I would have realized earlier. We're gonna start from the ground up. So we're gonna start with the body. And if you're watching this right now and you're just in a slump of life in general, this is the easiest place to start. Number one, take care of your body. Get in the gym, go for a run. Not because it's trendy, not because it'll make you look good, although that definitely has its benefits as well, but because of what it requires of you. Because just like life, you get exactly out of the gym what you put into it. And because of that, it's something that requires you to show up for yourself even when you don't want to. The results don't lie. So when you show up day in and day out, in the end, you're going to see it. And over time, you start to become someone that actually follows through. And this will carry over and trickle down into every aspect of your life. And you can imagine the benefits that you're going to reap from that. Number two for body is going to be diet, your intake. Everything that you are putting into your body. Most people nowadays are just ruled by their cravings and they're just constantly chasing dopamine. So they will just eat whatever their body wants at any time, whatever's right in front of them, and they don't think twice about it. And then they're confused when they feel like shit, don't look the way they want to, or don't have the energy to do anything. Like, just stop and think about it for 2 seconds. And you don't have to be like me. You don't have to track every macro and calorie that you're putting into your body. But you do need to be aware of what you're eating and to be able to tell yourself no. And to start eating in a way that is conducive to what you're trying to build. And that, in the end, is a better life. Number three, it's going to be rest and recovery. And this is a very simple one, but a lot of people skip it. Probably because it's not sexy or it's very easy to overlook. And the main factor here is just getting enough good quality sleep. And this might sound simple, but if you don't stop to think about it, you will never form the proper sleep habits. So what does that look like? Go to bed at a decent time and wake up at the same time every day. Stop and think. If you would not wake up early to do something, if you would not wake up early to scroll through TikTok, if you would not wake up early to watch a Netflix show, don't stay up late doing that same thing. It's very hard to justify to yourself staying up late if that's how you go about it. And you are the master of your body. When it's time to wake up, you wake up and you don't get back in bed. And when you start to combine all these things, you start to feel good and you naturally want to do things that require energy throughout the day. And so when it's time to go to bed, you're actually tired and you can actually go to sleep on time. So drink some water, eat some good food, get some good rest, and that right there is a foundation that can change your life. But that's just the beginning. Once you start taking care of your body, next up is your mind. And this starts with avoiding cheap dopamine like your life depends on it, because it does. Dopamine is responsible for our level of motivation and drive in our lives. So when you are constantly training your body, that all it has to do is this, to get the dopamine that it needs, it will never want to do hard things again. Doom scrolling, excessive video games, things you shouldn't be watching on the internet, all of this creates an environment of constant stimulation for your mind. So when it is time to do a simple task like navigating a website, it's like pulling teeth. You just can't do it. And I'm definitely not saying don't enjoy yourself, because I think it's important to have some free time, but I think it's important to utilize that free time. So instead of doom scrolling, turn on a YouTube video. Turn on a movie, turn on a show, hop on the game with the boys for a short amount of time. Be mindful of the effects of short-term dopamine, because mindless scrolling will destroy your attention over time. And this kind of goes hand in hand with number two here, which is do hard things. I'm not talking about physical work, although a lot of times they do overlap. I'm talking about do hard tasks. Your mind was created to problem solve. That's what it's here for. It's here for it to be a tool to improve and to help you. It's not meant to sit there and constantly be entertained, because the more difficulty that you avoid, the weaker your mind becomes. And on the flip side, the more you lean into difficult things, the stronger your mind will become. So that potential version of yourself that you know is still in there, do you think that version of yourself is constantly scrolling TikTok? Or do you think that they can lock in for a few minutes and get some shit done? You tell me. And the last one for the mental side of things is going to be implementing structure and routine. And this one might sound boring to start off, but it is the most important by far. In the back of your head for a long time, you've probably had these ideas that you were going to complete. Whatever it may be, I'm going to get this amount of money. I'm going to get this house. I'm going to learn Spanish. I'm going to move. Whatever it might be, And it's still there, living in the back of your head, because you didn't put a plan in place. You need guidelines. You need something to be able to follow to actually complete the task that you want to complete. And the best part is, these guidelines, these routines, these structures, you create them. And it does not take that long to create. Pick something that you want to do, create a plan that's going to get you there, and create a routine that's going to uphold this plan. Because without this, that's when everything starts to really blur together. And this is when you feel like nothing's changing and you're not going anywhere. Because you need direction. Without direction, you feel lost. And structure and routine is what gives you direction. Okay, now that we have the body and mind out of the way, let's go on to the most important, which is outlook and just thoughts about life. So, number one, let me just tell you, you're not behind. You are not behind. It may feel like that because all you see constantly is the top 1%. And even then, everything that you see about this top 1%, it's all lies. Everything on their social medias that you see is fabricated to distance themselves from you and keep you stuck. But what you never see is the chapter that you're in right now. But I promise you, no one who has ever had a fulfilled life just skipped over this chapter. So, you are not behind. You are on your own journey. And it's okay to compare yourself to others at times, but don't base your story off of theirs. You are right where you should be, and the only thing that you can control is what you do from here on out. This leads us perfectly into number 2, which is you're not behind, but time is limited. And if you're watching this video, I know you've realized that by now. Just think, all those things you said you were going to do, you blinked, and now it's been a year, 2 years, 3 years, a decade. Time is extremely valuable, and it moves even faster when you're not paying attention. So let me say it one more time. You're not behind, but time does move fast, so lock in. The next thing I'm going to talk about is something that I constantly remind myself of, and that is this. We are all going to die. And I know it might sound a little bit extreme, but it's the truth. We are all on this planet for a finite amount of time, and then we're gone. And in 2 generations, no one will remember you. So as depressing as that might sound, the point is this. It's your life. Do not give a shit what other people think. Pick something that you want to do and do it. And finally, the last one, probably the most important, take some time to look around. Smell the roses, because self-improvement is great. Fulfilling all your accomplishments, that's fantastic. But if you don't stop to enjoy it while you're in it, did it really mean anything? Now, obviously, none of these things were particularly complex or complicated. These are all just things that I wish I would have realized earlier in my life. So, if I could leave you with one thing, or leave my younger self with one thing, it would be this. Start now, and don't stop. Stay locked.